Yo, what's going on, everyone? What up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another Why Run podcast live in the late night. And up on panel, we got Just Rob.
Boo that guy.
And no. You may feel that way due to the title, but no.
No, it's always Boo that guy. Yes. So what's up, you working lady, you?
Oh my God. Do you want to explain this one?
Well, no, I
Yeah,
don't
I
remember
psyched
what
everybody
you said
out.
last time, or if you
I didn't.
psyched them all out.
I'll let
No?
you take this one.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so I think the last thing you told them was that you had quit and you walked off the job.
What job you
And
ask?
they ended up the Amazon one. Working at the Amazon, what is it, fulfillment or
It's
no?
a
I don't think it is, right? Just a
sorting
warehouse?
center.
Sorting facility. Okay, sorting center.
Mm-hmm.
And then they called you and they were like, "Oh, you're scheduled for the 8th. Please come back." Pretty much. And they were telling you to finish off the training and that they would work with you, right, because of your condition and stuff. So that's the reason why you walked off. And then I think you convinced yourself that it was a spiritual thing. So you were like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm not meant to work." And next thing I know, you're telling me that you're gonna go back to work. That they called you and convinced you to go, and I was like, "What the hell?" But yeah, I don't remember if you told the people, but yeah, you started working on the 8th, right? Yesterday.
Yeah, we're saying it. We're saying it like the 8th was like 2 weeks ago.
I know it kind of does feel that way.
It does. Yeah, it does.
It feels like. Did you do a show on Monday? Oh yeah.
Did we? Yeah, we did. We did the premiere, but you weren't there
That
because
Boo
of
that guy.
your internet connection. So
I wasn't there, but I was on the show. We recorded it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was the Boo that guy. How could I forget? How could I forget?
Well, to you, it's always
But yeah.
Boo that guy, so you're not going to remember because you say it so often. You say it so much, you start believing it, babe.
No,
Stop
they
it.
say it so much that I hear it. I know it. It's fine, though, like I said.
Oh, my gosh.
But yes, Audie started working again.
Oh, my God.
And just completely... No, I was going to say something fucked up, and no. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna do it.
You know what? This
I'm not gonna do it.
depends on the sex tonight. So you better
no.
you better say it. You
No, I'm not
better
gonna
say it. What, you want to tell everyone that I'm just fronting all the time? Is that what you're like? I just be lying all the time?
No.
Well,
I was
what
gonna
is
say that
it?
you abandoned me all day.
No, I
I'm
didn't.
a sad raccoon in the corner. I'm in the corner just holding my head.
Aw, no, baby,
Like,
no.
where's Dave?
You know what? We kept having
Nah, I
missed
know you're busy when you're
connections.
there and everything, and I know.
Oh my gosh, are we on a delay, babe?
Are we having one right now?
I think so.
I was about to say that. I think we
Holy
are.
shit. God damn it. Oh, what was that?
Yeah. I don't know. I heard something.
When you
too.
talk low and whisper,
Timestamp it.
you fucking sound good as fuck. It's like, whoa, what was that?
I wasn't
What was
talking.
that, babe?
But that wasn't me.
No, it was you. It was you.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh.
Better be you.
I'm telling you to timestamp it. What time are we at? Because I heard something. It was like 6 minutes.
6 minutes, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, we
Oh,
just
see.
had a lot of misconnections today.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, let me say what's so tripped out. When I got off of work, that's weird for me to say. But when I got off of work, I called Rob and he didn't answer, and so like I had
Well,
to figure out
babe,
what.
I didn't even get a missed call.
No way.
No, because I heard your message, the voice thing on
Mhm.
the IG,
Mhm.
where you said that you were trying to call me, and I picked up my phone, and I didn't have a missed call from you.
Holy crap. Yeah,
Yeah.
I called you. I only called you once. And then when you
Yeah.
didn't answer, I was like, okay, I'll just drop him a voice message. So
No, I
that's what
did
I
something.
did. And
Mm.
yeah, I had to figure out what to do with myself. So I went to Dunks and I tried doing food deliveries, but in the area I was at, couldn't get anything. And then ended up meeting up with my folks at Jersey Mike's. It was good. And when I was waiting for my parents at Jersey Mike's, you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna call you," and then I was like, you can't right now because we're gonna eat." And then so when I was wanting to call you, yeah, like it just what like I think you got busy, cause then my mom, she was like, "Oh, let's go out and do deliveries together." And I was like, but I wanted to spend time with my mom too. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we can do that. So her and I, we started to do Uber Eats. We weren't getting anything. And then I jumped onto Walmart and we got one. It was like $54 for like 16 drop offs or something, 16 packages. So I like doing those ones because it's almost like Amazon Flex. So we did that, and like in the middle of doing it, um, Rob was hitting me up, and I was just like, yeah, we can't talk right now because me and my mom were out doing delivery. So, he kept sending me messages, and I was like, oh, I can't even like open it because I don't know. Like I didn't. I think he
Well,
sent
I'm
me.
unpredictable.
Yeah, I think you sent me like a voice message and I couldn't even play it because I didn't know if you would say something nasty to me. So I
Mhm.
didn't I didn't play it and I was just like, "Hi, babe. Yeah, with mom right now." Like so fucking awkward. And my mom's just sitting there looking at me smiling and just listening to what I was saying to her. So she was all happy and that she was out doing deliveries with me. So, yeah, I was just spending time with my mom and everything, um, and she started to like get uncomfortable in the car. So we were like literally like down the street and around the corner from my house where we were dropping off the packages, and so we stopped at the corner store because I had to use the restroom, and so did she, and so we called my dad, like, "Dad, come over here, pick up your girlfriend." So yeah, and the other thing that kind of sucked was that one of the places I couldn't get a hold of the customer, and just people, they just don't want to tell you like give you any more details or information on how to drop or where to drop the packages. So I was like, fuck this, I'll just take this one back. But it was like 11 fucking miles from my last drop off. I had to go all the way back to a fucking Walmart and take that their shitty ass fucking package back. So when I dropped it off, I was like, okay, I'm ready to meet, because me and my parents, we were talking about having dinner, and then so they weren't ready yet. So I just parked in the parking lot and I was messaging Rob, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my way to Cane's because that's where we're gonna eat. And then yeah, I think he was ready to talk, and I was just like, you know what? My parents are gonna be here pretty soon, so we can't talk, but we could talk afterwards. So yeah, I just kind of felt like we were just kind of missing each other, like in
Yeah.
passing. So yeah,
Yeah, I
and
told you it's kind of felt like that since last Thursday for me.
mhm,
Either I'm busy or you're busy, and we just really don't have time to talk. You know, we do
Um,
talk. We're both tired and shit. So
can you hold on a second? I need to take off my sweater.
okay.
Hold on. Be
Yes,
nice
she
now.
does. I was gonna say, yeah, she does wear hoodies in Arizona.
Oh.
100+ degree weather. She's wearing hoodies and shit.
What? Adi's a
Do they
nice
know
girl?
you by
Adi's a good girl? What? What'd you say?
sometimes when she listens?
Sometimes. Oh my goodness.
When she listens.
Which I always listen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and once
But
I have my ear cheese appointment, Adi's really gonna fucking, yeah, catch all the fine details. At least I better get all the fucking fine details. Shit, man. I was telling Rob when I was at work. See, that's another fucking sentence I thought I would never say, and it sound okay for me to say it. Yeah, so at my job, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but let's just say people were talking to me, and I'm just like, yeah, right. Oh my god, let me get out of here before they start talking to me some more. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah,
Well,
your hearing is important, people. So keep that in mind.
yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what worries me about my mom too, cause like she struggles and she's like, oh, cause you talk low and you talk like your voice is too deep. I'm like, don't blame it on me. You just can't hear me. Cause like I'll tell her something and she will make me repeat myself, but I think she does that with everyone. And like she has the TV all loud and shit, and then sometimes she does tell me she can't hear. So I'm like, you know that's dangerous as fuck. Cause what if there's a fire and you can't even hear? And no, we don't have smoke detectors. Well, yeah, we do, but we take the batteries out of them. That's why you don't hear the beeping. I have one in my room, but yeah, she's not gonna hear that shit if she's over there. But no, it is dangerous because, like, what if she's outside and she can't hear someone talking to her or coming at her or something? Or cars and shit, because there's cars all the time. Um, yeah, it does worry me. With you too,
Remember,
like,
huh?
what? No, I was just saying that with you too.
That's what I
It
mean.
worries
Like we should get. Remember we talked about that on the show a couple episodes ago, where, uh, like if we got like a doorbell, but it's not like a doorbell. Like you press it and then it like the lights flicker, letting you know that someone's at the door.
me.
So get something like that. Like get like a doorbell, and then when somebody presses it,
Yeah.
it'll flicker a certain light, and then mom will know when someone's at the door.
Yeah, but nobody really comes to the door. It's like when she's outside because she goes to the front often, and you know how that street curves.
Yeah.
Like there's been car accidents and cars end up in the people's yards over here. So it's just like fuck. If she's out there and she can't hear a car coming or whatever, she can't get off
No
the road.
disrespect, but
That's
you
fine.
should put the cone of shame around her neck.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna put it
those.
around her ear so she can hear.
I want one around my neck, cause then I'll hear everything from anywhere, any direction. Yeah,
Anyway,
put Audie in the cone of shame.
nah,
Shit, I
you got an
rock it.
appointment coming up, so.
I rock it.
No, you won't.
Uh
No, you
huh.
won't. Look, it's fucking at my hair.
No, I
Mm,
don't really ever give a shit about my hair.
that is not true.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. Because every time you're gonna get off the car, you're like, oh my god, my hair's all fucked out. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know what? Because my husband doesn't look at me.
Oh,
I'm
that's
I'm
not
mow
true.
it. Yeah.
You're beautiful all the
See.
time. What do you want me to tell you?
Like tell me, babe, you
I
got
don't look.
flyaways. You got
How?
flyaways. Smooth them
Why would I
down.
notice that? Why
Mm,
would I even notice that when I'm
because you know I'm always
enchanted with
like.
your beauty? I'm not even looking at your hair. I'm looking at your face. I'm like, I got heart in my eyes.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like,
and and I look like a whole ass
Uh,
fucking mess.
nah,
Yeah, babe, you're
you know,
supposed to lick my fur down. Yeah.
nah, I'll lick it down for you.
After he's done with me, I just look like a white raccoon. My fur's just my fur's looking PC.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, don't get
Looking like a
nasty.
hedgehog.
Oh
Say
shit.
what?
I said don't get nasty.
I'm not.
But but yes, that's what's been going on, and that's part of the reason why we're on so late. It's because we were working all day,
Yeah, it
and
was.
I was kind of busy. I
Mm-hmm.
was doing a bunch of shit today too, but nothing compared to you. I
Yeah,
am
I was
tired,
all
but
over the
I'm like
damn
sleepy
place.
tired. I don't know why.
Hmm?
Oh, I said I'm sleepy tired, and I don't know why. I don't feel well,
I know.
as the title says.
So you want to get into it?
Yeah, I think I created this title or this show last week. I think it was on Wednesday when I was not feeling good. I was in a shitty mood, and then like usually, okay, so let's get into the episode, which we're talking about casting spells, right? And we're talking about music because with everything that was going on with the whole Diddy stuff, which is it just me or does it feel like that's dying down now too? Like
Yeah,
people are
thank
almost over
goodness.
it.
At least for me, but yes.
Yeah, it kind of see that's what I mean. Like nobody really pays attention, and then it's like in everybody's face for a few days, and then just kind of goes away. But because of everything that was going on, and how in our face it was, I started realizing just how many songs were fucked up because of that. Because I like there was two songs that I completely forgot that he was on, and then one of them popped up in my playlist, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember, I like the song, and then I was like, oh, never mind. And then I started realizing that you know it's either he's in it or someone that was involved in that whole thing was in it. And most of these songs, they're all somehow related to people like that, or people that are connected to it. So I was like, I can't listen to this anymore and feel good about it. So when I'm in a shitty mood or in a bad mood, I go to music. Music is like it changes my mood. It doesn't matter which way I'm going. If I'm sad, I'll listen to music and it either fits, like it fits what I'm feeling, or it makes me happy. And not being able to go to music and feeling that kind of just threw me the fuck off. I was like, man, I was just having a bad day, and then my internet was going crazy, and then you and I weren't really like connecting, I guess. And then when we tried to do the show, it was there was a delay, and like we just had a bunch of problems, and I was like, man, I'm over it. But yeah, it was just not being able to go to music, and it made me realize just how important music is in my life, like how much I depend on it. And it does suck knowing that not only a lot of songs are ruined because he's somehow connected to it. Either he produced it or he was in it or something, right? Or the artist was part of his camp. But just knowing everything that other artists did too. Like I used to listen to some of Usher's music, and now I can't without seeing things. And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, man, it's fucking ruined too. And then the sad thing is, like, R&B was one of those. How do you say that word? I can't say that fucking word. Anyways, R&B was one of those things where I could always go to, and it was never like cussing and all kinds of shit, right? It was like everybody knows what R&B is about. It's about love and sex and stuff. So it was always a good fallback music to go to. But that's the one that's the most affected. by everything that happened and everything that we've learned since. And it's just like fuck. I gotta go to rock and roll then. But then I go to rock and roll and it's like the same shit. There's bad people in every fucking style of music. And I'm just like, man, this is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But yeah, that's what happened last week, and it's been happening. I haven't really listened to music since I think on the weekend when I sent you that one Spanish song.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the last time I played music.
Was that just because of your internet, or it was just a
It's just
whole,
like,
huh?
no, it was everything. It's everything. Like I can't listen to music without reading the artist anymore, or reading like the back shit. And it's not just English music. It's not just R&B. It's everywhere. Like I'm sure if they do some digging, they'll find something in Spanish music too. There's a producer or someone that's done some Diddy style shit. So it's
Oh
hard
yeah, for
to
sure.
it's hard to find music that I can be like, okay, this is good. And then, not to go too far off because I know you want to talk about that, but I really don't watch TV as much. I don't really watch shows anymore. It's just not. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I don't. I guess I watch more TV when I'm with you, but when I'm not over there, I really don't. So I kind of went that way. I started watching a series, and I was like, man, because not only was I reading the people, but there was music involved, and it was like the same type of thing happening in the music industry. I mean,
Mm.
in the movie industry, that I was just like, man, I can't. There's nowhere that I can go. I can't go to TV, movies, or music. So, and then that's when I realized that it does alter your mood a lot because, like, what do people do when they come home after a long day at work? Like, they go to the TV or they go to social media or they go to, streaming services or music. They entertain themselves with these things, and it's kind of easy to just drown your thoughts out with that stuff. But when there's like a scandal and it's all in your face, it's kind of hard to do that. So it was for me. It was kind of like a little detox, not listening to music and not having things to distract myself with. I was like, holy shit! I don't know how much intoxicating that all that stuff was. Baby's working.
Mm.
Baby's busy.
A little bit. Sorry.
It's okay. I understand. It's hard to stop working when you get home.
Mm. I suppose. No, I get what you mean because yeah, like when I'm really trying to like listen to music, like I don't know, I feel like I kind of fell out of love with music um because of the things that you do hear about artists, but it's been happening for me for years. Like there's certain R&B artists I don't really like to listen to that much anymore. Especially like when I was a child, like it was like, oh, they were like my favorite artists. Like I gotta have all their albums and things like that. Now it's like when certain songs play in a playlist, and sometimes I don't like to listen to random playlists. Like I like to know and pick and choose what I want to listen to. Sometimes I'm trying to just let it shuffle, and like sometimes I just catch myself like, I don't want to listen to this motherfucker. Like I don't want to listen to this bitch. Because you just know their attitude, like just how they are as people. Like not so much of like the Diddy stuff, right? Like it's just how they've been before this whole Diddy shit popped off. Like you just see how they interact and talk to people in their live streams on IG, like how they respond to people on Twitter. Them going on tour, and then all of a sudden they're like canceling their tours, and here people spend like a lot of money on them, and then you're hearing them not refunding people. They just get cocky and bitchy in interviews online, on YouTube, and it's just like, damn, like they're really pieces of shit. Like, you're learning how they really are, and that's what's making me like just not want to pop in my used to be favorite albums. But with this whole Diddy shit, like everyone was fucking involved, and I just want to say this as a for instance. Like, I really don't want to get into it, but like let me just say it first. But somebody, oh no, it was actually Jaguar Wright. She was talking about Mariah Carey, and it's like, I already know Mariah Carey is a diva. Like, she's very like like bossy. She wants things, or likes things, or wants things done in a certain way. Whatever. Like, I just feel like no one can really talk that much shit on Mariah Carey, because she's dropped like albums after albums after albums, and like, I loved her since I was a kid. And like, she came out with that TV show, and I never watched an episode, and I'm unsure if I want to watch it, because when I watch them on reality TV, it's like, oh, okay, this she's a fucking bitch, and then it's gonna ruin like everything for me, right? Like, since I was a kid. But Jaguar Wright said something like, "Oh, how you think Mariah Carey this and that, right?" And then she was like, "Oh, how did Mariah Carey get ahead?" Something to that effect, right? And it was like someone walked in on her and a manager at that time, that the dude that signed her or what managed her, whatever the fuck, that when, like, pretty much she got caught sucking him off or something like that, right? But for me, it's kind of like, everybody does that though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to give Mariah a pass or anything, but it's like people want to go in on like Cardi B, like everyone want to be backing her up and shit like that. And it's like, you really want to pick on legends. You want to pick on legends for doing the same exact shit that these new bitches are doing. And people want to talk about like Sexy Red, and she fucking came out with a cosmetic line of disgusting ass fucking names for lipsticks. Like, Sexy Red, she came out with a lipstick called fucking chlamydia lipstick, that like has to do with your fucking period. And that shit is selling. You don't see Mariah Carey doing that shit. But it's just like, you guys want to praise nasty bitches like that, who be hoeing and getting on live and, bitching and all these things. And it's like, these bitches are doing far worse shit than Mariah Carey. Unless, everybody's on Diddy's list. Everybody is. And it's like, okay, if they all consented to that bullshit, that's their thing. But the only thing I don't support is the children that were involved. Of course, I don't fucking support that shit. But everyone's throwing all these artists in the mix, and every time a track comes on, it is disappointing, because it's just like, man, do I stay listening to this, or do I just skip ahead? Do I skip ahead? And then, you're kind of vibing, you want to feel good when you're doing your job. So for me, it's deliveries. So it's like, okay, do I listen to music, or do I listen to a podcast, or do I listen to an audiobook? And it's like, I already do the audiobooks, I already do the podcasts. And it's like, I really want to jam to some music. And, recently I've been talking to Rob about the group, the R&B group Total. And, they're with Bad Boy. So it's like, I don't even I want to jam out to the album. It's one of my favorite albums, especially like it got me through high school in California. And it's like, I really want to be taken back a little bit. And it's like, should I though? And then Rob dropped some news on me about Total, and I'm just like, I'm not going to hear that right now. So, I get what you're saying. And like, when it comes to like TV shows and like movies, it's like, man, like when that shit dropped about Tom Hanks and that fucker island, or whatever the fuck, that fly list to that fucking island, like, Tom Hanks and fucking like all these other people that we grew up watching, like Forrest Gump and fucking You've Got Mail, like, Toy Story, and it's like, you're just praying that you don't hear like Tim Allen, you don't fucking hear Jim Varney's name, or fucking Leah Thompson, like you're just, and fucking like Meg Ryan, like all these people that we grew up watching on the TV screen, like you're just hoping that you don't fucking see their name listed. Fucking Orlando Bloom, like I was like, oh my god, like I loved that stupid ass since high school. And now it's like he was on that fucking fly list. So it's like, I don't know if he really went to the island. Like, I don't know if they was just homeboys, but it's like, yeah, it's not looking good for you. But it's like, when you watch the movies and when you watch the TV shows, the TV series, it's just like, fuck, man, like, I don't know.
I was gonna say something. I think for you, you've always been able to do that. I think because you and I talked about it. We talked about like music that moves us, and if we felt, what are you doing? What are you opening? What are you opening?
I was moving the mic.
Holy shit, that was loud.
Was it?
Um,
Oh
yeah, it was
shit.
loud for me.
Sorry, babe.
But no, it's okay. I was just like, what the hell? You're dragging a body, babe? But fuck. So you and I talked about that you were able to feel and see and practically be in the room when they were making the music. I never had that ability until recently. It was almost like I opened myself up to it, and now I can't stop it. Now it just comes. So I think um you talked about, you want to control the playlist that you listen to. For me, my shit's always been random, and you don't like the fact that I listen to all kinds of music. So I think I need to start. I need to start creating my own playlist. I have some, but you get tired of those same songs over and over. So sometimes, I'll let the algorithm just pick my playlist and I'll go with that. But I think I need to just either close myself off when I'm gonna listen to stuff or work.
You
Like
want to know how to
completely
do
be
that?
open to it. How?
You want me to teach you or
Yeah,
tell you?
yeah.
Okay, so obviously, when you listen to your favorite track, right? Can you uh okay, not a lot of people can do this. I just think that they don't pay attention to things like the way you and I paid attention to things when we
Yeah.
were little, right? When we were little.
Yeah.
So what you do is you just take yourself back to that time when you first heard it. When you were
Mm.
innocent, when music was innocent. So that's how you're able to, I don't want to say stomach the song, but you go back to enjoying the song like you're just hearing it. So if you
Yeah.
play like a certain track, like the reason why I brought up Total, the group Total, is because I keep wanting to hear that song called What About Us.
Hmm.
I love that song. That song dropped when I was in sixth grade. So for me, I love listening to that. I just love it. It sounds good, and I
Can I
remember
ask
it.
you
What?
what ruined Total for you?
When you were like, where where you said Diddy sick the group Total to beat some chick up.
Yeah, Jaguar. I mean,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Well,
So we were gonna get into. I was kind of gonna get into that too. Like, who should get a pass and who shouldn't and stuff like that. Like, uh, should we care still? I think, like you said, you did talk about it when it comes to the children that were involved. Then yeah, of course they shouldn't get a pass. People that hurt kids should not ever get an excuse or forgiveness. But so you got to think about it this way. Total was an up and coming group, and their manager, who was what was he, a producer or something? He was their producer,
I think
babe.
so.
Okay, let's just
The
say
record label.
the record label owner is telling you to go beat someone up for him, and it's an adult who runs their mouth, so maybe she deserved it because, like she said, I'm not even saying this myself. She said this. She's not innocent. She's been to those parties. She's seen some shit. She's covering her own ass by waiting for this long. Like she can't incriminate herself because she waited until she couldn't, I guess, be prosecuted. So obviously she's saying that she's not innocent. So, even if you did send them to go beat her up, at least it wasn't like they were hurting a kid. And if that's the worst thing that they've done, then I wouldn't let you. Well, I wouldn't say that you should let that ruin it for you. Because I mean, never mind. I was gonna
Well, no,
incriminate myself.
no. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, hell no. It's a good thing I stopped myself.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just it's stupid shit.
Mhm.
I'm not saying like you like really ruined it for me. It's just like I mean, with any kind of news, it doesn't have to be Total, but
Mhm.
it's just stupid petty shit. That's high school shit. That was shit that they played back in the day. And you have to look at, these women or these artists, they didn't know who they was really dealing with, right? And
Mhm.
you have to look at like what age they were too. Like I'm pretty sure these females or these artists, they were quite young, right?
Mhm.
So you have to look at like how they were being threatened and like at what age they
Yeah.
were, because a lot of these artists, they sign contracts without really understanding the
Reading. Yeah.
contract. Like they're not taking the contract to lawyers. They're being locked in rooms. Like, oh, I ain't gonna let you out until you sign this and this. Like, so it's almost like, yeah, you kind of gotta do what they're telling you to do because you didn't read the contract and bitch, you signed it. So I'm kind of looking at those things that's like, not giving them a pass 100%, but I'm just looking at them like, okay, they probably really didn't know what the fuck they were doing. But even that though, again, I'm gonna bring it back to age because when you're young and you're around a group of people, like your own peers, right? And it's like, oh, this bitch was talking shit, and then you got this other bitch being like, oh, let's go fuck her up, like no one fucks with my friend. And but so they're hyping each other up. Like I'm kind of guessing that's,
Yeah.
like when you're fighting each other. I mean, fuck, like, like dudes was like, oh, I want this artist dead because he rejected me wanting to fuck him in the butt. You know what I mean? Like, and go kill his ass. You know? Oh shit, I forget I said the K word. But anyway,
No.
it's like they was all doing some dumb shit. So I'm not excusing Total or anything, but I could see it being done that way because like they were probably young women. I don't know what age they were when they first dropped their first album, second album, or whatever. But it's like, who was behind them giving the orders and who the fuck was threatening them? And we all got an idea now who that
Yeah.
person was. But I'm just looking at it like they were probably scared. They were young. They were probably hyping each other up. Like, when you have a best friend, like, oh, no, fuck that. We ain't go with them. Fuck them up. And da-da-da. Like, was it that? But for me,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't want to ruin my childhood, because you see people making TikToks and they're saying like, oh, my whole childhood is ruined, and because now everyone finally decides to listen to the lyrics of what Biggie was saying. They're finally listening closely to what Pac was saying in the lyrics, and everybody's like, oh, now it makes sense. And hear me, like, when I was a kid, I was like, why was Biggie saying that? And what does that mean? Because I was too young to understand. Now it's kind of like, oh shit. Okay, so he was really beefing with, so like when Snoop and Eazy-E were against each other, and then Eazy-E against Dre, and like Cube, and and it's just like, why? But you listen to it and you're just like, okay, they're just telling their story. They're just talking about who they're beefing with, and it's just like, whatever their beef is what their beef is. I'm a child. I don't understand this shit. I just know that I'm crushing on Cube. I like their music. I like their movies. And I just, it wasn't like I was one-sided. That's why I don't like when people say, like, oh, Nicki Minaj is my favorite. And it's just like, there's other great female artists out there. Like, I never focus on just one. Like, oh, I only like Eminem, or I only like, Justin Bieber. And it's just like, there are other great artists out there. That's when people single out stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, you only think one way. But I refuse to do that to my music playlist. And when you said that, oh, it gets boring listening to the same stuff over and over again, I guess I don't have that issue because I was a DJ and that's all I spun was the same shit over and over and over. It was just how you present it, and whatever, like, depend on the crowd or whatever. But like, that's my job. And for me, it's like, I'm always gonna be playing the hits, until like I'm an old lady and I really can't hear anything,
Yeah.
But it's I could still hear the music in my brain, even if I have no fucking hearing. Like, I still remember the music, and I'd rather it be that. So, but yeah, it's tough. But that's
Yeah.
how I.
Well, you,
Hmm? No, I was just trying to tell you and tell others, like, just if you remember the time that when a certain like your favorite tracks or album came out, I think you should remember that your timeline from when that specific track or album or artist came out, and then you just take
yeah.
yourself back there, and you're just like, oh man, like this, like you were just so certain that when you heard that track, no other track could top that. That you're just like, man, I'm gonna be bumping this
Yeah.
shit like when I'm like 50.
You know what? That's funny because there were songs that I was like, holy shit, I had them on repeat.
Hell
I
yeah.
was listening to them on repeat for weeks, and I can't even tell you which songs they were. I don't fucking remember them.
Oh my god.
And it's like, how if I loved that song back then, how is it that now I can't even remember? But yeah, it happens. But yeah, I know that's kind of what I was gonna say too when you were talking about Mariah Carey and Who was the
I'm
other
like,
one?
so
No,
what if
well,
she's
you said.
sucking manager dick? You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
so the
that's what
fuck
I was gonna
what?
say. Like, how many people haven't done that? Apparently, allegedly, we're finding out like it wasn't just women; it was men too. And it's like, okay, well, it happens again in all industries. It's like how many times have we heard that the secretary slept her way to the top, or that she had to do some things and some favors for? It happens everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't just be like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna throw away this entire fucking
Like her whole
discography
collection
from
of
this.
music.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Because
tear down
she
all her
slept with,
posters.
but then we're cool with somebody jumping from relationship to relationship and like, making it that way just because one is public and the other one's behind closed doors. I mean, who the fuck cares? It's not our business. Like I said, if it doesn't involve kids and it's voluntary, then I don't care. But and that's where I was gonna go to when I said I like okay, the song that got ruined for me was I Need to Grow because at the time that song meant something to me, but now it's like fuck. I can't even listen to it just for old time's sake because of what recently has come out of this whole I can't even say it, but all that stuff. But I'm just like, man, and I'm not saying that it's forever ruined. I'm sure at some point I'll get past it and I'll just be like, okay, cool, I can listen to it again. But for now, I can't because it wasn't just two consenting adults. There was children involved, or there was like I think one of them was a child at the time. So I can't do it right now.
Mm.
Maybe I never will be able to. I don't know, but
Yeah, yeah. I understand. I
it
get
is
it.
almost it is kind of like I have to because like I said it's not just music, it's movies, it's TV shows. So unless I'm going to be a hermit and just like read books every single day all day, then I have to at some point either brainwash myself or stick to the people that I've read because like I said at this point it's not even like I'm picking and choosing who I read. It just comes to me. So if somebody comes through and I read them and they're good people, then I'll just focus on that. But I don't know, it is hard because it does take a lot. I'm finally understanding everything that you've been trying to tell me for a whole fucking year. I'm like, I'm sleepy. All I did was listen to a
Yeah.
song.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was. I don't want to say like, oh, I've been trying to tell you, but it's that's just how it is, babe. Like
But I'm not
what?
saying that all the same abilities that you have, I'm gonna have. Hopefully not, because fuck that.
Yeah, because you
I'm
see how I
already,
get, and then you're just like,
yeah,
fuck,
I'm
I don't
already
want
like no.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Like I
know if I
never
should be
thought that.
complimented by it or like insulted by it.
Shit, I'm proud of you. I look up to you. I admire you for that.
Ah,
You're
you
stronger than you think,
do?
babe. Yes, you're definitely stronger than you think
Ah, that's sweet.
because
Thanks,
it does
babe.
take a lot.
Yeah, it does.
It does take a lot out of you. And even like on the surface, basic level, people are finding out that because of TikTok and these reels or whatever, people are hearing that music does cast spells. And I don't know how far back people know and like how much of the Bible they know, but that's pretty much Lucifer's whole thing. The devil was in charge of music, right? He was the director of music because music was beautiful and it was captivating. That's what it is. It's not. I guess you can cast spells by repeating things, which isn't that what we're listening to now? The music of now is just repeats the same fucking four words over and over.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're
Yeah.
doing now. They're brainwashing these younger kids to not even think. You just throw the song on and you don't even listen to what it says. Back in the day when we were kids and we didn't understand the lyrics, um, shit, I'm finding out songs now that I'm like, holy shit, that's what it says. But it's nothing bad. It's just like I didn't even know that's what it said. Damn. But now with these kids, they don't have that issue. because it only says those four fucking words over and over. But like you said, they are getting more indecent, I guess. Like she named the fucking lipstick chlamydia.
Yeah, she
It's
did.
almost like
Oh my
a
god.
badge
Fucking
of honor
disgusting.
to have that stupid shit.
Ew.
It's like they have no respect for themselves. And people are buying it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put chlamydia on my lips today.
That's
Like, oh,
disgusting.
what are
Oh
you
my
wearing? Oh,
god.
menstrual.
Right.
What are you wearing? Oh, menstrual.
Oh,
Like,
that's
dude.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, the other day I had the game on, and I had it on TV. Honestly, I think football is the only time when I turn my TV on. But I was watching football, and the campaign, the campaign ads were coming through, right? And I was paying attention because I'm not gonna fucking vote this year. This is probably the first year I'm not gonna vote. I don't think,
Wait,
unless something convinces. What?
can I need to say something.
What's up?
Going back to ugly ass, disgusting ass, hoe ass, fucking sexy red. My opinion. It says lip gloss line called Sexy Gloss came out in August 2023, and it says the line's 8 shades are inspired by lyrics from her song Pound Town with Tay Keith. And we're gonna go down the fucking list of these names. The first one is called Coochie Juice, a versatile rosy hue with silver glitter. The second one is called Booty Hole Brown, a play on her line from Pound Town. The third one is called Nut, a white shade that matches the color of nuts. The fourth one is called Pussy Hole Pink, a classic baby pink shade. The fifth one is called Yellow Discharge, a shade that matches what hot girls have. This is fucking this. I can't. I think what the sixth one is called Gonorrhea, a green shade that matches the color of gonorrhea. What is this one? What did I say?
7.
5, 6. Okay,
Next one is 7.
7 is called Blue Balls, a blue shade. And then the eighth one is called Sex on My Period, a brick red shade that stains the lips. How
Yeah.
fucking gross is that? And bitches are buying it. Oh my god. Okay, moving on. This is fucking disgusting. Ugh. Yeah, everybody has a fucking all these bitches that bought that shit, mental illness to the max. Overflow. That's overkill. Oh my god. Go ahead, baby. Sorry.
Oh,
Disgusting.
that's that's kind of where I was kind of going towards too. Like these campaigns are just attacking each other, and they're getting nastier and nastier all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm speechless, man. This is a first.
Oh my god. I know if I had one of those disgusting ass lipsticks on my lips, you would never kiss me. You would never let me kiss you.
I would never let you buy it. You know, I'm not a controlling person and shit. Like, I'm not gonna control everything you do, but hell no, we're not fucking going to that store. We're not buying it. You're passing by. You're not gonna get it. Fuck that.
Oh my god. I know bitches who should be wearing it. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh my god, that's just disgusting. But yeah, it's and these artists, like Sexy Red. I never listened to a track, and hearing these fucking the names of these lip shades. No way in fucking hell I would listen, like, give a full pay attention to her fucking tracks, right? And that's just me, you know, like, it's just disgusting, right? But it's like, how dare that trash go down in music history, you
Yeah.
know? And I think it's just the being baffled about it, like, oh man, that, you know, like, it's just for the thrill, it's just for the um like, are you trying to
It's
throw the
shock
charts
value.
off, you know?
Yeah. The shock value.
Right, there you go, you said it perfect. And I just wish it wasn't blown up the way that it was. Like, it should have been dissed. Like, who the fuck puts shit out like that? You know, because that was the shit, like, back in the day. You know, like, when there were reasonable troll tracks. You know, like when TLC came out with No Scrubs. Like, who was it came out with No Pigeons? See, like, it, like, things like that. It's kind of like funny. You know, TLC didn't even, they thought that shit was funny, you know. But it
Mm-hmm.
was more like, oh well, that's music, like, you know, like, okay, whatever, like, we got our track, you got your track, and there was really no diss. Like, it wasn't a diss. It was just like, okay, you're gonna talk about dudes, or we're gonna talk about, you know, females or whatever. But
Yeah.
um that's as far as it went. Like, you know, when they came out with like tracks like, oh, because I got high, you know, like, and it's like, those were the tracks, right? These tracks of today, like, it don't even, like, man, that shit's not even funny. That's actually pretty gross. Or what was
Mm-hmm.
it, Ice Spice talking about farting, right? Like a farting fucking, like, I don't fucking
No
know.
idea.
Yeah, I read about it, didn't hear it, but she fucking made a track about farting, and all that bitch do is twerk, and, like, motherfuckers are like, oh, I let her fucking fart in my face. And it's like, you guys are all fucking disgusting, and
Fun
people
fact.
are just eating this shit up, literally.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Fun
Oh
fact.
my god, that's,
Somebody farts and you smell it, not just smell it, but taste it. You're actually eating their shit.
oh my god.
At least poop particles. Particles. Not particles.
Particles.
Particles. But yeah,
It's, I
damn, that's
don't know.
crazy.
Like, there's some nasty
Even
motherfuckers out there that are just like,
yes,
they find that shit sexy.
that's what I was gonna say right now. But it's not a new thing. Like there's couples, there's people our age and older that think if you're with someone, if you're married to someone, there shouldn't be an issue with you sharing toothbrushes. And it's like, oh, but that's my
Oh
husband, and I kiss him
no,
in the mouth, and like,
no.
bitch, he is scrubbing plaque off of his fucking teeth. His gums bleed onto this toothbrush, and you're gonna take it and put it in your mouth.
Mm.
Like, it's not the same thing as kissing him. It's not the same thing as other things that you guys might do. It's not the same thing. And so it's not nothing new. There's disgusting people out there that do some weird shit. But
Can I say
when you're,
something?
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I did. Go ahead if you're not done. I
No, I
keep
was just gonna
cutting you
put it.
off.
I was just gonna say putting it out on the market for people to buy that bullshit. And no,
Yeah, that's gross.
yeah,
I was just gonna say, I don't even like when parents kiss their babies in the mouth.
yeah,
Like, I just, I don't like that. I don't think it's right. Um, you know, because, I mean, we're all adults, and we do adult things with our mouth.
yes,
And
that's my
I don't
argument.
care. I don't care. Like, if you wash your face, if you scrub your lips with lip scrub, mouthwash, you know, like, don't.
Not only that, but little uglies are dirty too. They put shit in their mouth too.
True. Yeah.
Like, and then you wonder why you got cold sores and shit, or why you got fucking canker sores, or fucking what's that illness? It's a fucking kid illness, foot and mouth disease. like shit spreads. People
Mm-hmm.
are dirty, even if they're trying to be clean. Like you're already a fucking bag of germs and shit. You don't need to add your germs to other people, especially kids. Like you shouldn't be kissing your kids in the mouth. That should be up to them when they're of age who they allow to kiss them in the mouth. You're kind of taking that away from them. I know that people are like, oh, but it's innocent. It's not intimate. And it's like, yeah, but kiss them in the fucking forehead then, or the cheek or something. Kiss their hand.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
need to kiss their mouth. I don't know. It is weird. I know that there's some people that are like, oh, but it's a bonding thing, but no, it's not.
Yeah, you know what? I was listening to a podcast some years ago where they were speaking about a video that went, I think it went viral, but it wasn't like that popular. I think they just like found it. And like,
Mm.
it was a video of a woman kissing her child in the mouth like she was kissing a dude. It's a 2 year old
Mm.
baby. And the baby's hands had like, I mean, I don't know, it was eating something like in his hands, got sticky or
Oh,
whatever. And the mother, she had a grown dude sitting next to her, and this woman was licking and sucking this baby's hands like she was sucking a dick.
damn.
I was like, oh my gosh. And I actually seen the video. Like, they fucking posted it. And I was
Oh,
like, that's fucking disgusting. For a mother to be doing that to her 2 year old child with a
yeah.
grown man that's not even the baby's father sitting next to her.
No,
Yeah,
people are
it's,
sick.
it's, man, but this is what's going on. I mean, I've seen videos where mothers are twerking on their sons, and their sons are like 7, 10 years old, even younger. Like their son could be sitting on a couch and they're just backing it up, rubbing their asses on their son's privates
Damn.
for a fucking video. And some
Yeah.
of these boys, they don't even know what the hell's going on. They're just perceiving it like, oh, my mom's dancing. Like, they don't understand twerking,
Yeah.
rubbing booties up on dudes. They don't know any of that. They just know that their mother's dancing. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. But see, if it were flip, a dude doing that to his daughter, oh man, there'd be a big ass fucking whole shit show about it. But women are getting a pass doing this to their own sons. How is that
Yeah.
shit getting applause? And people are like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, mother and son bonding. That's fucking sick. Why isn't no one calling the cops? Oh my god, nothing but these bitches getting praised for doing disgusting ass shit with their children.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, they're just all getting away with it just like Diddy did. Allegedly.
Did he though?
Diddy though?
Did he though? 'Cause he's
Mm,
sitting in jail still.
yeah,
Oh,
but
babe, you know what?
what?
I know it's off topic and shit, but
That's all good.
I
It
saw
needs to
this.
go somewhere else.
No, 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 it's still about him though.
Okay,
But
what?
I saw this side by side picture where they said that the guy that's in jail isn't him because you know how he has that one mole by his like
Yeah,
under
I
his eye
seen
near his nose,
that. Yeah, I was
and
like,
in
I
the
it don't.
mugshot they said it
No, no, go
like
ahead. Sorry.
even his head shape is different.
Yeah.
But okay, who's to say that that's the real mugshot because or that it's not altered? Because I know that you could do that too. And another thing, you know something else? Um, I don't know if you recently heard. I don't even know how recent this is, but I recently heard about Garth Brooks and the accusations against him right now. Well, I don't know if they're right now. I think it was a month ago. Have you heard about that?
No.
Well, apparently there's recordings of him like leaving voicemails to this I think they said it was like hair and makeup person that was traveling with them, who's now accusing him of doing stuff to her. And she says that she has recordings, and he's saying that those recordings were AI. So both of them bring up good points, because this is something that I was talking about when AI first came out.
Yeah, you did.
I was saying how you can be made a criminal, right? You can be not just with videos and shit, but like obviously audio and pictures and stuff. They can fake a crime and claim that you did it. And in this case, I mean, obviously we know that he's a recording artist, so yes, his voice is out there. And obviously we know now that AI is using people's voices to make music. So he's saying that those recordings that she has are AI, and that she's just trying to incriminate him and make it more believable of the claims that she's making. So who's right? Because both of them are possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be that he's done those things and all he's doing is just looking for a way out and using and blaming AI for it. Or it is possible that she could have done this and faked it just to get, because of everything else that's going on. Like I said, it's not just in the R&B industry, it's not just in the rap industry, it's in country music, it's in Spanish music, it's everywhere. So who knows? And I don't know where that's gonna go. But yeah, I just recently found that out too. But
Oh
yeah, that
my god.
mugshot, that was kind of weird. Cause I haven't seen the original mugshot. I did kind of look for it last week when I was on deep diving into that rabbit hole, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the original mugshot, so I was like, okay, I gave up. So I didn't see it. So when I saw this like 2 days ago, I was like, what the hell, is this even true? But who knows?
Mm.
We don't feel good anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't feel good.
You're
No, fuck
tired.
that.
So
Yeah, I am tired. I'm tired.
might
I'm
be
a good
tired.
tired finally after a long time. But I don't know. I just refuse to go too deep anymore because it's just a lot of industry, law, government, like they have a price. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a
Yeah.
price. If you can meet their price, like you're scot free. And there's
Mm.
there's always some type of loophole. People that go to prison for murder and shit, like they get life, but oh, they only served 10 years and got off for good behavior. Or like, criminals that go to prisons, like they actually have access to the library. They have access to get an education. Motherfuckers come out lawyers, and it's like, okay, great, now they have like all of this knowledge to commit more crimes but better. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, sometimes they you know uh teach them trade how to do a certain trade, like for
Yeah.
welding. It's like, man, you're teaching them how to weld. They could bust through a fucking bank and get in the vault, because the motherfucker, you
Mhm.
taught them how to do this. So,
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, well, is it good or is it bad? Like they go out into the playground at the fucking prison, and they're all lifting weights, like they're all playing basketball, like they're all, like they're turning into fucking, like, like the Hulk. They're turning into mega people, like they're man, like you're just, all you're doing is getting them equipped to kick your ass. You're getting them
Mhm.
strong to take out a fucking security guard. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just, like I said, all of these industries, the law, government, they all have a price. And if you could meet their price and give them a bit more, fuck yeah, they'll let them go. And if you want to talk about like, oh, that's not their, oh, is it the real Diddy or not? Fucking DNA test to those fucking kids that he has. DNA test. They got to give it up. If they don't, they all fucking go to juvenile hall or whatever. They're all fucking criminals. All trying to get away. I think someone said that they took all the kids' passports away. I hope that's the fucking truth and it's not just all made up. But see, people make things up for their favorite celebrity.
Well, I think because the mother is gone and he's in jail, I think they kind of... Because the only other adult isn't a biological... Oh, no, I guess he is, right? Because his mom is their mom.
I don't know.
The two little girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Quincy's their brother, biological brother, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he has custody, but even then, I guess the court can take over, like, guardianship of them.
Oh my God.
I don't think they'll end up in the system. Like I say, he's an adult, so he might take over, but yeah, there's a lot of fucking loopholes into justice, so it's not really justice. Just because he's in jail doesn't mean that he's in jail, if that makes sense. If you've been to jail, you know what I mean. But
yeah, it's all, they're all gonna get away with it. Like, whether it's Puffy, like, Usher probably gonna get away with it. Fucking Mary J. Blige and all these other shitty fucking artists that I can no longer stand anymore. Other than their music, or if they're featured on a track, then I could probably tolerate it. But it's just, it's a letdown. It's a disappointment. Like, man, don't tell me you're rocking with this motherfucker like that. And it's like, well, it's gonna catch up to you, and it's gonna catch up to them, and the thing I think that would kind of bring me a little bit of peace is that if and when they do pass away, these artists, they're gonna be known for that. They're not gonna be known for their music, and it's probably how it should be.
I don't know, because I keep going back to the fact that people are already getting over it. It's only been 2-3 weeks, and people are already kind of like looking for the next thing, the next scandal. So it's
some ugly ass sexy red lipsticks, lip glosses, and
when did that bull crap come out?
It said 2023 in August.
Oh, fuck.
Disgusting.
Well, it's been out for a year, and I'm just now finding out, so I'm doing something right.
Yes, babe. See,
you know what's really funny?
What?
I didn't even know who the fuck Sexy Red was until last year when they were playing.
Oh
because
my God, she's trash. She looks like
football.
Trash too.
Because I was watching football, and one of the players is dating fucking Taylor Swift, and then Taylor Swift took that chick to the Super Bowl, and they were like, "Oh, Sexy Red is in the stands." I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?" That was the first time I ever heard of her name, so I'm proud of myself for that.
Yeah, I like how there was a lot of celebrities and just men, like, like podcasters and shit. They're all calling her a hoe. But bitches, like, they wear that shit with honor. Yeah, it's not, if you call me a bitch, it's just like, all right, like, whatever. But I think when it's like, oh, like, you're fucking disgusting, you're a whore, like, you're, and they're just like, and I got money, and I got weave, and I got ass, and oh, I got pussy, you'd fuck me, and all the, it's like, no, like all the lipstick names that you got, bitch, would not pass me by if you got every single one of those fucking diseases in your cooch. But just because she's famous, like, there's dudes that do fuck with her, like there was a thing that came out where the dude or somebody said that she actually does fuck on her period. Like, what motherfucker would get up in that? Oh, that's right. Like somebody like, oh, I fucked a celebrity. I fucked a bitch that don't give a fuck because I don't give a fuck, and it's just like, you are disgusting.
Man.
But yeah, it's all mental illness, man. Like they just really don't care about themselves, I guess. They don't care about reputation, their reputation. Like they don't give a fuck if they get caught with something. And it's almost like, oh yeah, like this celebrity got me, like this and this disease, but so the fuck what? I got money.
Man.
I got
We need to go back
popularity.
to having dignity and self-respect, because you know how they say, well, common sense isn't as common anymore. I
That's for
think
damn sure.
dignity and self-respect is kind of dying off. Well, it's been obviously, because otherwise people wouldn't be doing the shit that they do just to get fucking a
Mm-hmm.
few seconds of fame online and shit. Nobody remembers you. Trust me. 5 minutes go by, you're already forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
So you
It
gotta.
is true
There's.
because remember well, maybe it was like a couple weeks ago. I mentioned Louis Anderson, and you were like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I'm just like, "Yo, he died like
Oh
two, three
yeah,
years ago." And yeah,
yeah, but I have an excuse though. I'm not good with names, and definitely not good with celebrity names.
yeah, true, true. You have been saying that,
So
but it was like I bet everybody forgot about Louis Anderson. Everybody did.
um,
Um, I'm pretty sure people are gonna forget about John Amos. Um,
who?
what was?
No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
stop.
Oh,
um,
before we, well, I don't know. Are you done? Are you
I
done?
was gonna say
I
James
cut
Earl
you off.
Jones, but there's a theater I think in New York. They changed the name of the theater. Now it's called James Earl Jones Theater. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that was
Yeah.
my fun fact. But go ahead.
I almost took your fun fact away.
Go for
My
it.
bad.
You're the king of fun facts.
Well, last night, um, I closed myself off and I was able to watch this movie that I had been wanting to watch. Um, I don't know if you remember me telling you that I wanted to watch that movie called The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
No, you did not tell me that.
No?
Mm-mm.
Well, I've been wanting to watch that movie since it came out, but I either forgot or they didn't have it on Prime. But they have it on Prime now, and I watched it last night. It was a pretty good movie. I think it was
Mm,
sad, but I know that there's people that live that way. There's a lot of people that live that way. I think if you can close yourself off and have time to watch it, you should watch
sure, when I find time, I will watch it.
it. You're so busy now.
No, not really. I only work like 2 hours a day at Amazon. Then I
Yeah, but
just
then
try
you
to
stay
stay
busy
out
all
and
day.
do more stuff. Huh?
That's what I was saying. You stay busy and you stay out. I don't know. It's good to have things to distract yourself with, but everything does, like the title says, casting spells. Everything is not just music. I know it's TV shows, and I know it's everything.
Yeah, I think having a job is not just a distraction, but also like a casting spell, also. Because if
Yeah,
you watch people like at their job, they're so like out of it.
yeah,
They're out of it. Like, it's almost like they don't even hear the music that they got playing in the warehouse. Um, it's like they just walk by you as if you're not even there. Because me, like I'm very, I observe my surroundings. Like I just look at everything. I watch everybody. Because for me, it is human behavior that I like interaction with people, because it they show me more of them of their like modern selves without me having to look. Like, I'm not gonna tap into someone spiritually if I'm just there modern. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
but I watch these people and like how they work, and it's quite impressive because it's almost um like they're very zoned out. Like, they do look like zombies. Like, they have no expression, you know.
Hmm.
But they're pretty strong, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm like in apocalypse. Because
Well, I'm sorry. Bro.
no, just that. It's like they're zombies, but they're like strong, and like they're out of it. And
Hmm.
this is just me observing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to keep cool with Amazon, all right? I'm just saying that it's just like, okay, like that's any type of job though. Like, they just show up just for a paycheck. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck
Well,
if you're hurt. They just want their money and dip.
there's a theory, and you might be living in it, babe.
Oh
But
my
there's a
god.
theory that you're creating your own universe, and all these people, the people that are walking around like zombies, are NPCs, which
They're
stands
what?
for non NPCs,
Okay.
which is non-player character. So it's almost like in the video games, all the
Oh,
people in the background that are
Grand Theft
there, but they're
Auto.
not there.
Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto. Yeah. Oh my
So
god.
there's a theory that that's what we're living in. It's a simulation, babe. I'm not real.
Oh my god. I'm gonna start running up to people at work. Don't go with Malachi!
I don't want to go to Melicat.
Then they would be like, who the fuck is Malachi?
Just start running and be like, Malachi is coming. They're gonna start running too. They don't even know from what.
Right?
I'm gonna make a shirt that says, "Who the fuck is Malachi?"
And then I'm gonna make a shirt that says, I'm Malachi.
Damn.
I am Malachi.
Are you gonna draw a bed?
Yes.
There's
Yeah,
gonna be a
I'm
bed
gonna
in the back part.
yeah, I'm gonna draw that bed in the movie. Malachi.
Jeez.
I was laughing because when I was making that highlight, I found that crazy ass looking mask and I put it on the highlight, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Malachi. I found Malachi.
What was it? What was it recently that you said? Wasn't there a priest or something? Pope named Malachi?
Yeah,
What was it?
it was in that book of, was it a book of popes or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah, it was no, it was a book that I got you, babe.
The Book of Enoch.
Yeah. Malachi is in
Um,
that yeah, I guess he's a priest or a pope
mm,
or something. I don't know if there's a difference, but I'm not that educated, but
yeah.
um yeah, there was a
You know
pope
what? It's kind of
named,
like you can't be a you can't be a saint if you haven't been dead for 5 years. So, and you can't call yourself a saint if you haven't done like at least 2 3 miracles.
and you
But
can't call
it's
yourself God when you're a piece of shit.
yeah.
Yeah, with your prickly peen. Fuck out of here. Anyway.
Uh,
Yeah, they know who I'm talking about, but they ain't gonna say anything.
well, I think you were mentioned to, well, not mentioned, but I think I heard a recording where they were talking about you
Oh, nah. And when were you gonna tell me that?
right now.
Oh
I
shit.
forgot about it. It didn't come up until now.
Ooh. Good things, I hope.
I don't know, babe. Why you
How
taking pieces of
amazing
shit?
I was. Yeah.
Mm,
how amazing
Oh.
I was. Yo,
Mhm.
that I was a good person.
Well,
I
he
was
said you saved them.
helpful.
So.
Huh?
He said you saved them.
He didn't say
Are you
that.
saving turns? Well, I'll tell you after, but
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Oh, okay.
apparently he was saved.
Hmm.
So yeah, interesting.
It is. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's somebody else. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see after you tell me. And we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Well, it's almost time for me to go again.
No. And no.
Yep.
No. Yeah, I'm about ready to get into bed. I want to chill out. I want to uh, watch some YouTube while I play cats and relax, get out of my harness. Yeah, and lick and clean behind my ears. Yes, clean my cheeks, my whiskers, fluff up my tail, get ready for babe, to snuggle with babe. Yes.
Well, before we leave, I just want to say to everybody in the path of this Hurricane Milton, funny, funny name, but I hope everybody's being safe and you left when you were told to leave. Like people were on TV, like I don't remember if she was a mayor or something, but she was telling people like you need to leave because if you stay, you're gonna die. But
Mm.
yeah, I don't know how serious this hurricane coming is, but I heard it like it fluctuates. I heard it was a Cat 5 and now it's a Cat 3. So I don't know, but please just be safe and if they tell you to leave, leave if you can, and if you can't, then just do your best to be careful. That's all.
Yeah, I want to say something about that too. Whether if people believe it or not, there is a thing out there where there is a spiritual community. They actually pray against um they pray against world disasters. So if there's like tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, things like that, they all join and come together to pray, I guess, against these disasters. And I'm just going to say that they have my prayers as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into the spiritual thing of that right now, but you guys can certainly research it on your own. And if you guys are wanting to help, I think prayer is very, very strong, especially within this community, since we're all doing it together. So
Yeah.
just pray for everyone that's really, really going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you, babe, so much for the topics and the title and the descriptions, and for joining me on panel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, babe. And are we doing this on Friday as well? Maybe we'll see.
That's the plan.
Okay. Well, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
But thank you to everyone that has been listening to us live. And if you're listening to this on the playback, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And yeah, we will check you guys in the next Why Run Podcast Live. Peace.